proof that VHS tapes make for strange bedfellows. Katie Lang and Howard Stern before he was politically correct, with a very relaxed, mellow Donald Trump. These come from February 1993 on the E! Network. And you're going to see Katie Lang on Extreme Closeup. And this goes out to all the people in the Katie Lang fans Facebook group. They're drooling to see this. I posted a clip from it while I was digitizing this tape. So enjoy, everybody.
This weekend on E! An intimate, in-depth half-hour interview with Katie Lang. This weekend on E! E's complete guide to the Grammys. This weekend on E! The outrageous half-hour interview hosted by Howard Stern with guest Donald Trump.
How long is it the time period between you meeting her and going into the bed?
I know, I knew that was good.
How much time does it take Donald Trump to close that deal?
All this weekend on E! Entertainment Television.
Hi, I'm Katie Lang. I'm next on Extreme Closeup.
The songs on her award-winning Ingenue record are more likely to be heard in an urban nightclub than in a cowboy saloon. Country legend Patsy Cline and veteran rocker Roy Orbison. She even sang with Orbison on the remake of his classic song Crying. But her newer material...
I had 3,000 in my town.
Oh, that's a city.
High school class of 48. You had, what, 650?
650, and I went to school with basically the same 20 people for 12 years.
Weren't you bored to tears?
Tough question. I think I was bored as an artist. I was dying to explode, and but I think there's a real grace and grounding to growing up in a small town with the same people. I think it's worthy. I really do.
Are you still in touch with those classmates?
No, I mean a lot of them still live there. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of on a one-way ticket here. I just keep going forward, but I'm still fond of them. Not really in contact with them though.
So what was your niche in your class? Were you the class clown, class president?
Class clown, and in junior high and high school, the big athlete. I was very involved in sports.
Which sports?
Volleyball, basketball, badminton, curling, track and field, whatever we had, you know.
A decathlete.
Yeah. No, just a bored person that tried to involve herself in everything that was going on.
Mm-hmm. So you were a real jock in high school?
Yes, I was a jock.
Okay. Are you still athletic?
I suppose a little bit. I don't do really. I weight train when I get ready for the road, but basically my favorite exercise is hiking now.
Mm-hmm. You started studying piano at 7, guitar at 10, and writing songs at 13.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty precocious.
And good, you've done your homework.
Yeah, we try. What were you writing songs about so young?
Love.
Do you remember the first song you ever wrote?
Mm-hmm. Hoping my dreams will come true.
Hoping my dreams will come true.
Mm-hmm.
Can you grace us with a few bars?
No, cannot.
Was it a good song, looking back?
It was okay. It was all right for a 13-year-old. Sure.
What style, what genre was it?
Folk, basically.
Mm-hmm. Hoping my dreams will come true.
Yeah.
And who did you play it for?
My classmates.
Mm-hmm. And what was their response?
Well, they were impressed.
Yeah.
These are stupid questions.
Oh, wait till we get to the real stupid question.
Oh, no.
You think these are stupid?
Well, I guess they're just stupid to me because,
Right.
you feel like a geek when you're that old.
Yeah. But see, it paid off for you. I mean, think how many 13-year-olds wrote songs and went nowhere. But you... Something.
Okay.
Along those lines... Okay, they'll get more intelligent now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Is it uncomfortable for you looking back at those early years, or?
No.
Okay.
Just maybe so extreme might be. I mean, like, I don't think you really want to hear what it sounded like. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
so.
I had read that your mother had driven you 60 or 70 miles.
60 miles one way every week for
music
piano
lessons.
lessons.
For
yeah.
piano lessons.
She did that for my brother, my two sisters. She did that for like 12 years.
For all
of us.
All the Langs. Mm-hmm. So why is it that you, of all of them, made a career in music?
Because I quit piano lessons when I still loved music. You know, when you do something too long, you lose your lust for it. Mm-hmm. No, I don't know why. Because I couldn't face the world of work, I guess. Mm-hmm. I really don't know why.
Your older siblings are not in the music business?
No.
Are they musical?
Yes.
So when you get together, do you play together at all?
No.
I wanted to ask you about a character you had mentioned in an interview, Sister Xavier.
Sister Xavier. She's
Sister
my piano
Xavier.
teacher, yeah.
And what was her influence on you?
Mostly the habit.
Is that a bad pun?
Well, I'll let you figure that out. Mostly it was the whole concept and fantasy world of the convent, I think.
But you had said that she had got you into singing.
Yeah, she actually was the one who said, maybe you should compete in this thing as a singer when I was 5, in like a Kiwanis festival or what, in a music festival.
So you and Sister Xavier go way back. We're talking.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. She wrapped your knuckles a few times, as nuns are known to do.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at those knuckles.
I don't know which hand it would have been. Maybe this one, there's a scar there. Oh, ooh. That's what it was from.
Doesn't look too much the worse for the wear. Mm. So what would you do that would cause her to wrap your knuckles?
Maybe improvise, or maybe just not be paying attention. Yeah. Maybe making very bad mistakes I don't really remember.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe breaking into like this magic moment in the middle of, Chopin. I don't know.
When Extreme Closeup returns, KD gets to the heart of the matter.
I think that's something you never really know, but I think, we all have our little traumas.
Welcome back to Extreme Closeup, E's half-hour interview show with KD Lang.
I had read, and I find this hard to believe, that your dad had left when you were 12 years old, mm-hmm. and that you've had relatively little or no contact with him.
I've ran into him. I've had contact with him maybe 3 times.
On telephone or in person?
In person.
Yeah. Since you've had success as a musician. Mm-hmm. And what has his feedback been to your work?
Oh, I'm sure he's quite proud of me. It was very early in my career, so I haven't really talked to him since I've become at this level anyway, for maybe 6 years, 7 years.
Your choice?
Just basically the way it's gone, I guess, whatever.
But at the time, it seems like it must have been a traumatic thing.
It was.
Yeah. But something you've come to terms with as an adult.
Well, I think, you're always, I think it's something that you're always reflecting on, and I think it's something that's influenced you so deeply you're not really aware of all of its, what's the word? All of its implications.
Yeah.
I think that's something you never really know, but I think, we all have our little traumas.
So your last contact with him was 6 or 7 years ago?
Yeah.
And haven't heard from him since? Would you be surprised if he showed up backstage at a concert?
Yeah, I would be.
Would you like that to happen?
I don't know. I would have to see how I would react at the time. I really don't know.
Now, last year was a big year for you with Ingenue, and it was also a time when you publicly acknowledged to your fans that you were a Lawrence Welk fan. No, but seriously, you acknowledged that you were gay, and you had said that you had resisted doing so for fear of what your mom might think. So I have to wonder, what does your mom think? What was her reaction?
Well, my mother's known for 13 years. I mean, I was really honest with her as soon as I sort of figured it out. But I think, when you're a public persona and, you have everyone seemingly knowing your business, it adds to the pressure. And, but I think that after coming out, it's really relieved a lot of the tension of maybe having it blow up in your face or having some ridiculous National Enquirer story coming out and making it, you know, a kind of making you feel defensive or kind of, you know, uncomfortable with the situation.
Liberating?
Totally emancipating, yeah.
Any effect on songwriting?
I would imagine. I would imagine. I don't know because I came out in June, so Ingenue was out already. But I would imagine. I know I feel different as a person. I feel more liberated, and you know.
Do you foresee being able to write love songs for women that are expressly and explicitly for women?
No, because I think that music should transcend any sort of sex or personal. You know, I think that music should transcend so it applies to the listener's personal.
Well, for example, a song like Johnny Get Angry, where you say, I want a brave man, I want a caveman, or 3 cigarettes in an ashtray, when it's clearly a love song about a man. Can you see flopping the genders in those situations?
Yeah, but I think I think that a singer, I mean, it really depends, and I sang Bopalina, which was a song for a woman, but I think, you know, I'm not really concerned with doing that because that sort of annoys me. I mean, it annoys me when I used to look for songs in Nashville, they would go, well, this is a girl song and this is a boy song, and I go, what do you mean, exactly? You know, I'm not afraid to sing a song about a man because maybe I'm singing about a friend or maybe I am playing a straight persona. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. I think, like I said, a song really transcends any sort of gender.
When Madonna met you, she said Elvis is alive and she's beautiful. What was your impression of meeting Madonna?
I don't know. Sorry, I can't give you an answer. Next question.
Are you dodging this, or are you?
I'm dodging this, yes.
Oh, you're okay. Well, let's ask you about Elvis then.
Okay.
Have you seen him lately?
No. Yeah, actually, on TBS the other day I saw a movie.
Are you an Elvis fan?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Influence at all?
Yeah, well, who isn't? I don't think you can escape it. He's everywhere. And I think he's influenced absolutely every performer that's ever lived, whether through the industry or through his singing or his moves or rock and roll itself. But I don't think you can escape the influence of Elvis Presley.
You've mentioned Patsy Cline, Joni Mitchell as influences. I've read in interviews that you've also mentioned Karen Carpenter,
Absolutely.
Which struck me as being a big surprise.
Well, to me, Karen Carpenter as a vocalist is just like as smooth as silk. You know, she's to me the white female version of Nat King Cole in terms of purity and smoothness of the vocal delivery. I really don't allow the genre or the social perception of an artist to influence how I listen to them as a singer. So if people think I'm square for listening to Karen Carpenter, I just don't let that bother me.
Next on Extreme Close-Up, KD gets busted by our BS detector.
I was lying. I was lying, man.
Welcome back to Extreme Close-Up, E's half-hour interview show with KD.
Ingenue album, I guess, has a melancholic feel to it. Is that fair to?
Yeah, as much as it do is a celebration of love. I think that probably the biggest thing I experienced in the writing and the emotional experience of Ingenue is the fact that love is painful and pleasurable. That it's a balance of those things. And this was the first time I was really able to, you know, write about both of them at the same time.
Reviewers have run out of adjectives describing the Ingenue album, trying to figure out what the style is. How would you describe this new sound?
Well, I mean, if I have to, you know, you sort of come up with something that's kind of funny, like post-nuclear cabaret music or something. But it's really just, or nouvelle, easy listening, or something like that. You know, it's just it's Katie Lang, you know, and just like my country stuff, they called it cowpunk or torch and twang or whatever. It's just me. It's just my music.
Are you a prolific songwriter, or is every song a struggle?
Every song's a struggle, and I don't write at all until it's time to write a record.
Really? And how do you know it's time to write a record?
But when the record company says we need a new product.
Katie, I want to talk a little about the image that you present on stage, specifically the clothes and the hair and the dance steps that you do. Where does all that come from? What are the roots for that?
Well, the roots for my hair in my head.
As they should be.
As they should be. I don't know, my hair just comes out the way it is, you know, I don't know.
But on various occasions you've shaved it rather close, not quite a Sinead cut, but...
Well, I shaved it in 1986, you know, because I was starting to get famous, and my ego was starting to get big, and I thought the best way to deal with that was to make yourself look as ugly as possible. Get back down to earth. It worked, I can tell you. And
like Samson himself.
Oh, Samson. Yeah. And what was the other thing?
Oh, the clothes.
Clothes.
The shoes.
Well, clothes are a necessity. You know, you can't walk around naked, so you have to feel comfortable.
Oh, come on, you know what I'm talking about. Some rather outrageous garb that you've...
Well, you know, an entertainer, it's an extension of your personality. I think that if you're an entertainer, you should put on a show, and the clothes are a part of that. But I think it has to reflect really cleanly your personality and your viewpoint and everything. So, you know, I just try to, and I think it should reflect the type of music you're singing. You know, I don't think the country stuff would work singing ingenue. I don't think it would be believable. I wouldn't feel comfortable, just as vice versa. But I don't know. It's what I feel comfortable in. It's how it reflects the music, how it reflects how I'm feeling at the time, colors that I'm attracted to at the time.
When you're on tour, I've read that you live somewhat a monastic existence. I've read that you...
Monastic?
That you tune out other people's songs.
Oh, yeah, I do, but that's not really out of choice. It's just like the only thing I ever have is a clock radio, and I'm not in my hotel room long enough to really watch. I do watch ETV and VH1 when I'm on the road.
A gratuitous plug.
I was lying. I was lying, man.
Our BS detector caught you, and you're under
I know.
wrap.
I got the zap from the BS detector over there. No, actually, that's not BS, because I do. I don't really listen to music. It's just too hard. I'm just too involved and absorbed in what I'm doing to scatter my energies any more than they're already being scattered by just the day in and day out of traveling.
Right. But I've also read that you prefer not to see a lot of friends while you're on the road.
Yeah, well, that was kind of a new thing. I was really myopic on this tour. I just really closed off and really centered myself down into the performances every night. It worked really well. So
how do you deal with the post-performance blues that follows the high of being on stage? You go back to the hotel room with the clock radio, and...
Yeah, that's definitely there. I basically just go to bed right away. It doesn't take me 2 hours to wind down. I just really just go and get ready for bed and go to sleep. So I sort of just...
Not a party animal?
No, definitely not. Not at all.
Next up on Extreme Close-Up, Katie's dreams come true.
Yeah, I was surprised, actually. Very surprised.
Welcome back to Extreme Close-Up, E's half-hour interview show with K.D. Lang.
Success of this song? I mean, this has really been a big turning point for you.
Yeah, I was surprised, actually. Very surprised.
Yeah. I mean, it's gotten more airplay than probably all your other songs combined, I would guess.
Yeah, that's very true. It's interesting because it's competing against songs that did really well on the CHR chart, and Constant Craving did really well on the AC chart.
Adult contemporary.
Adult contemporary as compared to contemporary hit radio, to be clearer. But I guess, I don't know why, actually. I really, you know, it's a mystery, the music business, really. You can't second guess it at all.
What was the inspiration for that song?
Well, I guess plain and simple love, you know. How you never get enough of it.
Before we wrap this up, we'd like to ask you one whimsical question. What are 3 things for which you have a constant craving?
Love, olive oil, and not the cartoon character, the food.
Love, olive oil,
and creative juice.
Creative juice. Not to be confused with olive oil.
Right. Which maybe is the same thing. We're not sure.
You never know. Well, Katie, you have the voice of an angel, and it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching Cleveland Live Music. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. Click on whatever video YouTube's telling you to watch. I don't know what it is. Depends on your algorithm. Thanks for supporting the channel. Right, pups? Nothing better than a dog's butt with the tail wagging, huh?